Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to VBroadwayFinds. If you haven't been to this channel yet, I'm Vince. Today I'm going to be going through the top 5 things I have thrifted at a rummage sale. If you don't know what a rummage sale is, it's essentially when a local school or a church does a local community garage sale and all the money goes to the church or the school after. It's a great place to pick up items if you are a reseller, or if you're just looking for items for yourself. It's a great place to catch a good deal, and all the money ends up going to a good cause. So for these 5 things, I am going to go from oldest to newest, meaning I'm going to talk about the oldest item I found at a rummage sale, which was about 3 years ago, all the way up to the newest find that I found that I have just sold. And it is a holy grail find of a Nike shirt. So number 5 on the list, I found 3 years ago at my local church's / school's rummage sale. I bought it for $1 and I ended up selling it for $300. It was a John McEnroe poster from the 1980s that was a campaign Nike poster. I went to that rummage sale 3 days in a row and I saw that poster every single day and I just didn't know if I wanted to buy it. Finally, the last day, I decided it would be a good idea to pick it up. It was only $1. Come to find out that it was worth well into the $300 range. And at the time, it was right when I was beginning to sell things online. I'd never sold anything on eBay before, so it was actually my first eBay sale as well. The only downside was I had never used eBay before, so I ended up putting the shipping in wrong, and I ended up losing about $100 of that profit on the shipping costs. So if you're new to eBay, check your shipping costs and the dimensions correctly because it can save you money overall. All right, so number 4 on the list is a Prada bag that I bought for $3 and I didn't sell it. I decided to give it as a gift to my girlfriend, and before I gave it to her, I checked a few of the things on the bag to make sure that it was real, such as the inner lining, the emblem on the front and in the inside, and then I also checked the R, which was a big indication. And the way that I did that is I did my research online, and if you guys ever come in contact with anything like this, just make sure you do your research before buying. All right, so number 3 on this list I found last year at the rummage sale. I bought it for $15 and I sold it for a whopping $750 on eBay, and plus shipping. It is what is known as a hot foil stamp press. I found this in a box that was just labeled $15. That's what all they wanted it for. And I did my research while I was at the rummage sale, and I saw that they sold for a couple $100 to $1,000. So when I put this on eBay, it took about a month to sell, but I did end up selling it for $750. If you don't know what a stamp press is, it is what they used back in the 40s and 50s to make greeting cards. So you'd put in your separate little keywords and fonts, and you would stamp it down onto the greeting card, and that was how they would make greeting cards back in the day. So if you're ever at a thrift store, a garage sale, or if you're at a rummage sale like I was, if you see a brand called Kingsley, that's probably a hot stamp press and you'll want to snag it quick. All right, guys, number 2 on this list is a little bit of a bigger item. So if you don't have the space, if you're in a college dorm room, if you're living in an apartment, this one might be a little bit harder for you guys to snag. I found a Bianchi bike from the 1970s. The tires were completely busted up, they were flat, but the frame was in excellent condition. I bought the bike for $30. I ended up selling it for $250 on Facebook Marketplace. So if you ever see the name Bianchi on a bike, always snag it. It's going to be a great grab for you. And if you can get it for a good price, plus you're doing it at a rummage sale, which the money's going to go to a good cause, definitely go for it. Finally, it's the moment we've all been waiting for, but before I show you the number 1 pick, feel free to like this video and then subscribe to the channel because we have videos like this that we post every week. And feel free to give us some comments as well because we'd love to hear what your thoughts are on our videos and how we can improve. Now, for the number 1 pick of top 5 thrift finds at a rummage sale, we have the holy grail of Nike shirts. So the number 1 pick I have is a vintage 1985 Nike John McEnroe collection shirt. We snagged this for $1 this year. It was unbelievable because we went through hundreds of clothes. Now, we found a few that were really good and we showed it in our first video, but this one in particular, Carolina snagged in a bin that was underneath the tables. I was gonna keep it until I started doing my research on the shirt because I couldn't find anything like it. It just looked so unique. Turns out I could only find one piece of information on this shirt, and it was from a blog that somebody had posted about vintage Nike John McEnroe shirts. This was one of the only ones that nobody had in their collection. I sold it on eBay for $380 about 3 weeks ago. Unfortunately, the person did not pay for the item, which meant I had to relist it. And I still sold it, but I sold it for $275. Now, I did take a little bit of an L on that original buyer not paying for it, but in all honesty, I bought it for $1 and I bought it for $1 and I sold it for $275. Now, it might not have been the greatest rummage sale find out of the top 5, but this is definitely my favorite find in terms of what it is, the history behind it, and it's John McEnroe. You can't beat it. I do have some bonus items, guys. I did not sell these for myself. I actually sold them for the rummage sale. So I donated all the money that I sold on these 2 items back to the school so they could use it for scholarship. The first item they gave me was last year. They got a Sony A9 camera with all the attachments brought into the school to sell, and they didn't know what to do with it, so they asked me to help. I ended up selling it for $4,500, and all of that money went right back to the school. The next item was an item that they gave me this year because of the item from last year. This year they gave me a Garrett ATX metal detector that sold for $1,700, I believe, after shipping. Not only did I make some great finds, I also got to help the school, which I was getting the rummage sale finds from, so that made it was kind of a win-win. That was a great feeling. That's gonna be it for the video, guys. If you liked this video, again, feel free to like this video, subscribe to the page, and check out one of our other videos because we do these weekly. Feel free to leave us a comment, and we'll see you on the next one.